Looky here what I got, y'all. I just got back from Morristown, I believe it was, Tennessee. I traded my building that I wasted money on for this. I think I come out pretty damn good if you ask me. The guy said that the guy he got it off of only used it on 1 yard, and then for the last 6 years he's used it on just his yard. If that's true, I don't know how old this thing is, but if that's true, I doubt this thing has over 600 or 700 hours, if that, on it. It is a Toro with the Turbo Force 40-inch deck. It does have the 3-position adjustable baffle underneath it. I'll give y'all a little walk around. It is a Kawasaki, 15 horsepower, pull start only. It's not electric start. With the 4 or 5 speed transmission, it is a belt drive, as you can see. Plow handle grips, manual PTO, no electric PTO. With a single wheel mower sulky. Overall, this thing is in very good shape. There's hardly any rust on this thing. In fact, well, there might be a little bitty bit right there. Mostly it's just sun faded. But I don't know exactly what this thing would bring. But I could probably see getting $2,000 out of it. I mean, I don't know exactly the market on these, but I've seen the older Pro lines go for up to $1,500, and I would imagine this is a little bit better mower than that. And I've heard a lot of good things about the Pro lines, but I don't know. Like I say, I think I've done a pretty damn good deal if you ask me. Now I know that I said in the videos before that I can't really use a walk behind because of my feet and my back. And I do believe what I'm going to end up doing is just selling it probably as soon as possible and taking that money. I'm going to either keep that money and just roll with what I have, or I'm going to possibly take that money and put as a down payment on a brand new zero turn and finance a zero turn. Because Deere has right now 0% for, depending on what you get, 0% for 36 or 48 months. And if I were to get $2,000 out of this, that would be 1 year's payment already done right there. But I'm still on the fence about if I'm going to do that or not. What I really want to do is just save the money this year, save everything that I get, try to have minimal expenses, try to recoup from last year. But I don't know I'm wanting to expand as much as possible, as much as my health will allow me. I've already ordered 1,000 door hangers. That was $130. I'm going to pass them out, and I'm going to hit the local newspapers really hard. I'm going to branch out my territory, which I really don't want to do that, but there's other areas that are 20, 30, 40 minutes away from me that have the houses are like stacked on top of each other. I mean, they're the type of areas that everybody wants to get into. For me, there are so few houses that are, there are so few areas that are like subdivisions or whatever, and even in a lot of the subdivisions, the average yard size is like a half an acre. So I think that it might be better to drive farther to make more money in less time than to drive a shorter distance and make less money. If I could drive 30 minutes and make $400 off of 4 or 5 yards or more or whatever, you know what I'm saying. If I can do that in like 2 or 3 hours, that beats driving a third of that distance in the same amount of time and only making a third of the money. I mean, that's just my way of thinking. Whatever you all think about that, please let me know in the comments. I greatly appreciate whatever y'all think. And another thing too is my area is so saturated with guys that mow and whatnot that it's hard to get into a lot of the good yards and whatnot. But I'm going to try and hit advertising in these other areas and everything very hard this year. I'm going to try to make 2021 the absolute best year so far in my business. This will be going into, I believe, my 4th season. And I'm wanting to, as long as my back and my overall health will allow me, I want to try and take on as much as possible. And preferably the easiest stuff that I can find. If I have to drive farther just to find easier work, it'll be worth it on me. But that's what I'm thinking about doing. Let me know what y'all think. Also, y'all see the deck on that mower right there? I went about an hour away and bought that, and the guy had a aerator. Looks like it's very good condition and looks like a very good quality aerator. I bought that, the aerator, for $50. The deck was $175, and mainly I'm just kind of trying to fix this mower up, ultimately to resell, because that's just what I do on the side in the wintertime and whatnot, is piddle around with junk and whatnot. And it's a good mower. I've got just very few little things, odds and ends to do. I hope very few and easy stuff to do to get it going. But ultimately, I'll probably flip it. If I don't buy a new mower this year, I don't know if I'll keep this Turbo Force, this Toro, or not. If I'll keep it as a backup or not. I'll probably use this mower as a backup and mainly just leave it here at the house for like whenever I need to mow my yard. I can just jump on it and go. I don't have to pull my trailer out, unload it, get a mower off of it to mow my yard. I can have this one here just to mow my own yard with. So, and then I've got this Craftsman as well, which I need to work on it. I need to get on it pretty heavy if I want to try and get it done before the season starts, which I would like to. I'll probably ultimately sell it too. I've mentioned before, I would like to keep it to use as a garden tractor, but I'll probably, if I can get it going, I'll probably get rid of it. But so I'm going to go into the season this year potentially with my 2 main mowers, a backup, the Cub Cadet, maybe this walk behind. I should have like 4 to 6 mowers going into this season. So I should be more than prepared. And we'll just have to see what happens. But let me all know what you think down below in the comments, and see if you think I made a good trade. I think I made a damn good trade. I mean, even if I only get, $1,000, at least that's, better than losing $1,500, which I'm sure I'll get more than that out of this thing if I try and sell it. But like I say, most likely it'll very soon go up for sale. I'm thinking about selling my push mower as well. I haven't hardly used it at all this year or this past season. I got rid of the yard that I needed it for, but I'm thinking about just hanging on to it to see if these areas that I branch into, if I'll need it or not. I do have another push mower that is side discharge only, and it would probably work, but I'm kind of wanting to keep the other one just in case if I need a bag mower. But ultimately, I'm probably going to sell it as well. But as far as equipment, getting rid of and keeping and whatnot, that's basically where I stand as of now. Let me know what you all think, and I appreciate all the feedback, and I'll see y'all later.